High School. We are thrilled that you have joined us this evening for the graduation of the class of 2010. I am so very proud of each one of these students. We have raised the standards here at HHS, and they have met them. They wear this cap and gown with great pride, having demonstrated that they have met all of the requirements to hold a diploma from this distinguished school. Students from the class of 2010 have made great accomplishments in both academics and athletics. In our field house, there is a sign that states, "Tradition never graduates." Thanks to all of you, parents, friends, and family, for what you do to instill this infinite winning tradition into the mind and the heart of our kids. Tradition is a gift that can only be inherited. It cannot be bought or sold. It is passed down from team to team and generation to generation. During my 5 years at Hawkinsville High School, this pride and tradition have been poured into my heart and my soul. Earning even a small portion of this tradition is one of my greatest accomplishments in education. And I thank you for letting me be a part of this tradition. This community and this staff sitting right here on the field are the core of the Red Devil Pride. And this winning tradition is one of Hawkinsville High School's greatest assets. My hope for the class of 2010 is that this ingrained sense of tradition will follow them and lift them up to become the kind of citizens who give back to their community and keep this Red Devil tradition alive. Thanks to all of you for carrying on this tradition. Tonight, I am passing the torch as principal to a person who symbolizes this spirit. Rosemary Wright will be taking my place as principal of HHS. There is no doubt that she will carry this torch with honor, dignity, and heart. In the end, after everything else is said, all we ever have left are our memories. Now, please welcome Kyle Holloman, President of the senior class.
From the class of 2010, we would like to welcome you to our graduation ceremony. Each of us sitting on this field tonight has worked and strived hard to be able to reach this point in our lives. Through all the time, effort, and dedication, we have finally made it to our high school graduation. I personally want to thank everyone attending this special ceremony tonight. In order to maintain the dignity of the ceremony, we, the graduating class, please ask you to refrain from excessive yelling and inappropriate behavior, such as using noisemakers, shouting nicknames, and profane language as much as possible. Thank you for your love and support.
You're welcome.
Good evening. I would like to thank you all for attending our ceremony tonight. Your presence truly means a lot to us. Now, I would like to recite the senior poem to be placed in the 2010 yearbook. Our past set in stone, our futures before us unknown. Today we stand to take our place among the crowd, another face. Conformity shattered, our routines no more. We stand at sunset at the open door. Before us stretched is a path unclear, a decision now we make here. Take our past and forward advance, or lose ourselves in a second glance. This is our remembrance. Thank you.
Parents, friends, Miss Farrow, Miss Williams, board members, administration, and faculty. I know that you have all worked hard to get us to this point, and we thank you for all of your hard work. But I want to address this speech to my fellow classmates. Well, we've been through a lot, you guys. I can remember being in elementary school and fervently wishing that I could be a high school student. I was ready to get school over with and be a grown-up. But now, here I am, standing in front of you all, on the verge of being an adult, and all I really want to do is go back to elementary school where everything was simple. Back when we were younger, we went to school in the morning, then a couple of hours later, we had recess and lunch. And then we played games in class to learn our lessons until we went home. Then we entered middle school, where there were fewer games and harder classes. And finally, we made it to high school. Even though the classes became harder, our teachers changed, and so did our bodies, everything else stayed the same, more or less. We had the same friends, lived in the same town, and knew everything about everyone, whether we wanted to or not. But it was that certainty we had that every day was going to be about the same that made us feel secure. Now, however, everything is really going to change, and secure is the last way that anyone feels. We are faced with any number of uncertainties as we go to college and try to get jobs in this tough economic climate. But we must persevere through all of the adversities that life will throw our way. As Sir Wilfrid Grenfell once said, if we face our tasks with a resolution to solve them, who shall say that anything is impossible? I believe that each of you has what it takes to be an outstanding individual and to prove to everyone around you that you can conquer all of these so-called impossible barriers in your life. After all, you've made it this far, didn't you? As we receive our diplomas tonight and walk off this field, we will be walking towards a new tomorrow and the knowledge that we can make each day a better day than the day before. I know that I will most certainly take advantage of every opportunity to better my life, and it is my sincere hope that you will also. But know that wherever life takes us, no matter how far away, it has been an honor and a joy for me to have been your classmate these past 14 years, and I will keep each of you in my heart and in my prayers.
Good evening. I'm truly honored to be speaking to you tonight. First, I want to thank Ms. Sparrow, Ms. Williams, the board members, HHS administrators, faculty, and staff, distinguished guests, fellow students, and the families attending this special occasion. I would also like to thank God and my family, because I would not be here tonight without all their support. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. I'm sure that all of you in this stadium have been faced with many challenges throughout your life and have had to make hard decisions in relation to those trials. High school is only one of the many challenges we all face, and today we have finally accomplished the feat of high school. We have finally vanquished the days of monotony, hours of conformity, and minutes of idle stupidity. As I address this speech to you, I'm speaking to myself as well. If we forever maintain this wonderful feeling of success, nothing will ever be able to chain us down. From our forthcoming days in college to our evolving lives and careers, we must always hold the mentality that we are the ones responsible for our actions, accomplishments, and aspirations. The only thing that can hinder us is the hurdle we ourselves place in our life's path. The Colossus of college itself stands above us, casting down a shadow of self-doubt. We must never let our own insecurities or doubt deter us from furthering our education and seizing our dreams. Education has always been very important to me, and I hope